Hi, boys and girls. It's me, Miss Armstrong. I teach first grade at Cypress Point Elementary School, and today we're going to be learning math, number bonds to be more specific. We are going to be doing Module 1, Lesson 2. You guys ready? Let's hop on in. So let's count the math way, okay? Now, whenever we count the math way, you want to start with your left hand because we read from left to right, so we're also going to be counting from left to right, starting with your pinky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That one's kind of hard for me. One more time, starting from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. All right, now I'm going to call out some numbers, and I want you guys to show whoever you're beside at home the math way, how to show those fingers. 6 is the first number. If you did this, you are correct. What about 10? If you did this, then you are correct. What about 3? This is 3. Awesome job. And 8. Awesome. This is how you show 8. You guys did great with that. Let's hop right on in to our lesson. All right. Now, here's our application problem. Bella spilled some pencils on the carpet. Gino came over to help her pick them up. Gino found 5 pencils under the desk. The first part's 5. And Bella found 4 by the door. How many pencils did they find all together? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to draw a math picture and write a number bond and a number sentence to tell about the story. So let's hop right in. So let's talk about how many pencils were found under the desk. There were 5 pencils found under the desk, so we're going to draw 5 pencils. Then we have to talk about how many was found by the door. Do you guys remember? 4. Awesome job. So you're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the number 4 goes right underneath it. All right. Now we have to add them together because we have to figure out how many they found together in all. How many pencils did they find in all on the floor? So what symbol represents adding together, addition? The plus sign. So 5 plus 4. Now, in lesson 1, we learned that you don't have to start over. You can if you would like, or you can use the counting on method. So let's try both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your total is 9. Or you can do the counting on method. That's starting with 5 and just counting on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whichever strategy you use, the answer is still going to be the same. And the total is 9. So we're going to write our equal sign and our total will be 9. Awesome. But we still have to do a number sentence. We're actually not done yet. I'm sorry, a number bond. So our total is, our first part is 5. Our second part is 4. And our total, after the equal sign, is 9. Awesome job. All right. So how many apples do we have here? You have to count your total number of apples, and then we're going to jump into breaking them apart and putting them into a number bond. Remember, your number bond is consistent of 3 parts. You have part, and your whole. Okay? Now, how many apples do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 apples. All right? So there are different type of groups that you can see with 7. So this is where we begin to be number detectives. Okay? So we have a total of 7 apples. You can say we have 3 apples here. And how many apples do we have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the number sentence would be 3 apples here plus 4 apples here equals 7 apples. Awesome job. And that's just one way, okay? Now, there's our 3. There's our 4. Now, 3 plus 4 equals what? 7. We just got through doing it. The first part would be 3. The second part would be 4. And let's count on starting with 3. We don't have to count 1, 2, 3. We already know that it's 3 apples in this circle. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our total number of apples, 7. Let's check our answers. Awesome job. Now, what other number partners do you see? Good. You could be 1 and 6. Awesome job. Good. Is there another one that you can see? What about 2 and 5? Good, good. What if I did this? What if I decided to circle all of my apples? What 2 numbers would I have then? If I circle all of my apples, I have 7 apples. Now, how many apples do I have left over that I did not circle? 0. So 7 and 0 equals 7. So that's how you be a number detective. All right. Now, let's look at our cherries. Man, those cherries look delicious. How many cherries do we have here? How many do we have here? So let's talk about it. We have 5 cherries here. And what number will we write underneath the 5 cherries? 5. And then we have 4 cherries here. What number do we write underneath the 4 cherries? 4. So we can use the count on strategy 5 to figure out how many total cherries we have. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So our total is 9. Our first part is 5. And our second part is 4. And that is our part total. Okay? Check our answers, and they are so right. What other numbers do you see in here? You can have 2 and 7. You can have, circle all of your cherries, have 9 and 0. You can circle 1 by itself here, and you can have 8. Good. What about 5 and 3? Good. You can circle 3, and you can have 5 left over. Awesome job. That's how you become a detective, a digit detective. Okay. So how many donuts do we have here? We have 6 donuts. Awesome. 3 donuts here. 3 donuts here. And guess what? 3 plus 3 equals how many total donuts? 6. Part total. All right. What other different number parts do you see? You can circle 1 donut here. And you can have the rest, which would be 5 here. What else? Okay. 4 and 2. Good job. You can circle, okay, we did 5 and 1, 4 and 2. You can circle all of them. Okay. You can do, we did 3 and 3 already. Okay. Awesome job. Wow. You guys are awesome. So let's jump into our problem set. Okay. Now let's look at our problem set. This is numbers that you see. Now we all are going to have the same total because the total number of dots will be the same on everybody's paper. But you can have different ways to solve that total. So let's do this one together. We can circle 5 here, and then how many do you have left? Outside of your 5 is 1. How many do we have total? You have 5 and 6. So our total, or our whole, would be 6. Let's jump to number 2. It looks like the letter T. So we have 3 at the top, which is our part. And then how many do we have left? 3 at the bottom. That's our other part. And what is our total number of dots would be 6. 3, counting on strategy, 4, 5, and 6. All right, let's look at this one. This looks like an L. So we have 5 here. It's our first part. 2 for our second part because we have 2 left over. And then we have 7 as a total for our total. All right, so 5 and 2 equals 7. 5 plus 2 equals 7. 5 plus 2 equals 7 together. Okay? Now, on here, we have 4 circled, and then we have 3 left over that we did not circle. How many is our total number of dots? 7. Awesome job. Now, of course, you may see something different from what I saw. Some people may have put 3 here. Oh, sorry. Some people may have circled 3 and 4. So it would be 3 and 4. Someone may have circled all of them together and have 7 and have none left. 0. 7 plus 0 equals 7. Somebody could have circled 5 dots and only left 2. So a digit detective is what you find from your perspective. Okay? As long as your total is 7, your answers will be right. Okay? Let's look at here. How many do we have here? 4 and 4. And 4 plus 4 using the counting on strategy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our total would be 8. Let's look at number 6. I bet they circled 5. Yes, I did. And so what would be my other part? 3, and our total would be 8. Okay, let's look at number 7. How many did I circle? I decided to only circle my 4, and then I put it as my part. And then my other part would be the other ones that I did not circle, which would be 5. 4 plus 5 is my total. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My total is 9. Jumping into 8. What is my first part? 5. What is my second part? 4. Okay. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Good job. Good job. All right. So, how many pieces of fruit do you see? Write at least 2 different number bonds to show different ways to break apart the total. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I'm sorry, these are actually 2 separate ones. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 total amounts of fruit. Well, if you look at that very closely, you can tell that one of the fruit is apples and the other one will be strawberries. So let's do, I'm going to put an A here for apple. Oh, and I'm going to put an S on the other one for strawberry. So how many apples do we have? We have 3 apples. How many strawberries do we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 strawberries. Now, how many apples and strawberries do we have? Let's count. 2 strategies. You can count over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can count on. 3 apples, 4, 5, 6. So we have a total of 6 strawberries. Or 6, I'm sorry, fruit, not strawberries. Okay. Let's look at this one here. You can tell that it looks pretty large. The fruit definitely compared to the fruit on our first problem. So let's look. We can either do apples and strawberries, or we can do big fruit and small fruit. But we're just going to do apples and strawberries like we did on the first one. So how many apples do we have? We have 2 apples. How many strawberries do we have? 1 strawberry. And how many total pieces of fruit do we have? We have 3 total pieces of fruit. Okay? Now, there's a different way we can do it. Did anybody see it this way? There is a total of 9 pieces of fruit. Where do you think they got that from? Well, they looked at our fruit as a total. Look at this, total amounts of fruit. So they said, well, we have 6 little pieces of fruit and 3 large pieces of fruit. So 6 small pieces of fruit plus 3 large pieces of fruit is a total of 9 pieces of fruit. Well, let's look at this one. We have still a total of 9 pieces of fruit, but where did the 4 come from? The 4 came from strawberries. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4 strawberries and 5 apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 apples. And our total is 9. So you can be a digit detective and you can see things that other people can't see, okay? So whenever you're being a digit detective, it's from your perspective, okay? All right, let's jump right into it. So what I want you guys to do is whenever you get home, or if you're already at home, I want you to take maybe some beans or some beads, and I want you guys to get like a total of maybe 7 or 9, and I want you to play around with them. They could be different colors, just 2 colors. That's it, just 2 colors, okay, or 1 color. And I want you to be a number detective. You can play around with your friends, you can play around with your family, you can play around with yourself. But you can be a digit detective, and you can look at different numbers inside of one number, 2 different numbers inside of one number, which would be your part, and your total number of beads. Or whatever item that you have, you can do that as well, okay? You guys did great today. Let's go ahead and jump into our exit ticket real quick before I close out. We only have 4 problems, okay? It says circle the 2 parts that you see. So ours are going to be different. It's from different perspectives, okay? And it says make a number bind to match, all right? And so I'm going to leave you with the exit ticket, and I want you guys to do your best, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.